What if the creature you hated most was the only one who could save your life? That's the question at the center of Swapped, Netflix's new animated fantasy movie starring Michael B. Jordan and Juno Temple. At first, it looks like a simple body swap comedy, cute animals, funny moments, classic family movie stuff. But by the end of the film, Swapped becomes something way deeper, with a shocking twist about the Firewolf, an emotional message about empathy, and a final ending that completely changes how you see the entire story. Today, we're breaking down the ending of Swapped and explaining the hidden meaning behind the movie. Swapped takes place in a magical world called the Valley, where strange hybrid creatures live in different territories. Two species especially hate each other, the tiny woodland creatures called pukus and the majestic bird-like javans. Ollie, voiced by Michael B. Jordan, is a young puku who grows up believing the javans ruined his people's lives. Meanwhile, Ivy, a proud javan, sees pukus as weak and selfish. After a strange accident involving a mysterious glowing energy bubble hidden deep in the forest, Ollie and Ivy suddenly wake up in each other's bodies. Now they're trapped living as the species they hate most. At first, they completely panic. Ollie struggles to survive as a giant bird, while Ivy has no idea how to live as a tiny woodland creature. Both are forced to experience the fear, pressure, and problems of the other side. As they travel across dangerous parts of the valley searching for a cure, they slowly realize both species have been lying about each other for generations. And while all this is happening, a terrifying creature called the Firewolf begins threatening the entire ecosystem. Eventually, Ollie and Ivy discover their body swap may actually be connected to the Firewolf itself. And that's when the movie gets surprisingly emotional. The part that confused most viewers is the final reveal involving Boogle and the Firewolf. Throughout the movie, Boogle seems like comic relief, weird, funny, chaotic, and honestly kind of random. But near the ending, we learn Boogle is secretly connected to the Firewolf. That twist shocked audiences because the movie hides it really well. The Firewolf isn't just a monster destroying the forest. It represents imbalance. The valley survives because every species depends on each other. But years of hatred between the pukus and javans slowly damaged that balance. The body swap forced Ollie and Ivy to literally experience each other's lives. And that's the core message of the movie. You can't truly understand someone until you see the world through their eyes. Another thing that confused viewers is the glowing magical force that caused the swap in the first place. The movie hints that the forest itself is alive, almost like nature created the swap intentionally to stop the coming disaster. That means the body swap wasn't random. The valley chose Ollie and Ivy because only they could unite both species before everything collapsed. So, what does the ending actually mean? At the climax of the movie, Ollie and Ivy finally stop fighting each other and work together. That emotional connection weakens the Firewolf because the creature was feeding off division, fear, and imbalance in the valley. And then comes the biggest reveal. Boogle wasn't evil the entire time. He was trying to protect the forest in his own strange way. The Firewolf is basically a physical manifestation of nature collapsing. Every time the creatures of the valley hated or exploited each other, the Firewolf became stronger. That's why the movie constantly shows damaged environments, dying plants, and tension between species. The real villain was never one creature. It was hatred itself. By swapping bodies, Ollie and Ivy gain empathy for each other. Ollie finally understands the pressure and expectations placed on the javans, while Ivy realizes the suffering of the pukus. And once they unite their people together, balance is restored. The ending scene where both species gather peacefully isn't just a happy ending. It symbolizes healing. The forest literally begins recovering once the creatures stop seeing each other as enemies. And that final glowing scene suggests the magical force of the valley may still be watching over them. It's actually a pretty deep message for a family movie. Swapped uses fantasy and comedy to teach empathy, understanding, and cooperation. That's why so many families connected emotionally with the ending despite critics being divided on the movie. Here are some hidden details most people missed in Swapped. First, the movie secretly foreshadows the Firewolf twist multiple times through glowing red reflections around Boogle. Second, the glowing forest roots are inspired by real-life mycorrhizal networks, underground systems plants used to communicate. Fans on Reddit quickly noticed this detail. Third, Ollie helping Ivy as children early in the movie becomes important later because it proves the species were never naturally enemies. And finally, the swap itself mirrors the movie's central theme. Empathy changes everything. Once Ollie and Ivy understand each other, the entire world changes too. So, was Swapped secretly one of Netflix's most underrated animated movies this year? Let me know what you thought about the ending in the comments. And if there's another movie you want explained next, drop the title below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Movie Ending Explained, and turn on notifications so you never miss another breakdown. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.